Is the work world confusing, congested? Are you just trying to find your way? There must be a light at the end of this tunnel. Well, there's a way to find your calling, to find that job you want and deserve, when someone will come up to you and say, "You're hired."
Hi, I'm Steve Piazzale, a career and life coach, and welcome to You'reHired, a show about jobs and careers in which we answer questions such as, how do I get that work I want and deserve? How do I get myself promoted and move to the next level? How do I find out about different careers? Well, we're going to answer those questions and many more by having on the show knowledgeable, lively guests, and we certainly have one today. But before I introduce her, I'd like to invite you to check out my website, where we've recently added the 12 keys to getting a great job. You can also sign up for my career newsletter there, and you can find out about the career coaching I do. What I basically do is work with people individually to help them get unstuck and build momentum towards reaching the goals they want and deserve faster than they would on their own. This ends up saving them time, money, and a whole lot of stress. The website is www.bayareacareercoach.com. Again, it's www.bayareacareercoach.com. We're really pleased to have Deepika Bajaj on the show today. She's the founder and president of Invincibelle. It's an online portal community for multicultural world women. She'll straighten me out in a second about what the terminology is. And she's here to talk about this portal as well as her forthcoming book, the issues that women around the world face, the challenges, what they can do about it, and I think you'll find that a lot of the answers she provides are answers that are also applicable to other people that are going through transition. She's very determined and lively. I welcome Deepika Bajaj on the show. Hello.
Hello, Steve. Thanks for having me on the show. This is absolutely wonderful, since you're talking about issues about what it takes for someone to find a dream job, or what is it that you can do to reach the next level in your career, or what is it that you are ambitious about. And that's exactly what we are planning to do with my company, Invincibelle. What is Invincibelle about? It's about actually empowering women who are in a multicultural world. What it means is today's woman is not just stuck to the community that she grew up in. They embark international careers. They leave the community with the trusted set of people whom they knew and move on to take careers and even build companies outside their comfort zone. So we are actually talking to that set of women who have hopes, aspirations, and ambitions, and we wish to empower them to reach their maximum potential.
Well, that certainly sounds very positive. Well, let's find out about you first. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do, but first give us the history you took to getting to where you are today?
Steve, okay, let me just back up, way back up. Like, I grew up in India. I was born in India, and I actually always was so attracted towards international careers myself. And the reason that was motivating for me to embark on an engineering line was that it was a way to get out of the country. At the time, it was so positive for anybody who was in the technical field to have an engineering degree and travel the world and do some very exciting projects, because we were in an era where telecom was booming, cell phones were taking on, we had the growth of internet at that time. And it was just that very fact motivated me to get an undergrad in engineering. Soon enough, I was on a project to France where I got to spend some time. Truly loved my experience there. And moving along, I met my husband, who was at the time in the United States. And he decided that we were to get married and move to the United States. So
he decided that, huh?
He decided that for us, even though I had other plans. But that's how it happened. He was persistent, and we got here, and it has been a fantastic journey. Just landing in the United States is like, it opens up a whole box of opportunities. It's like a Pandora's box. Just being here, one feels so empowered. But to start with, I had a very wonderful experience. We were here just 3 months, and I was still looking for my first job at the time when we were actually robbed in the apartment that we used to live in.
Oh my.
And to just have the icing on the cake, I'm sure the robbers came there for wonderful stuff like our only computer, our only comforter, But along with that, they found my earrings lying in a passport along with my passport. And they probably just wanted to take the earrings, but they took my passport, our certificates, and our degrees. And we found ourselves just challenged by being in a community far away from trusted family and trying to find our ways around it. And that was one of the things that motivated me to start Invincible. How would one feel if they land in a place and they didn't have access to trusted content or a community of people whom they could trust? And so one thing led to the other. I moved along, had a very fantastic global career, got my MBA in the United States, an exciting experience to go to school here, and I truly felt that that helped me integrate into the culture. While I was at school, I realized that how important it is to be in school when you come to a new country, because you make friends and then get acculturated into that community, because now you know what Christmas means because you have friends who are celebrating Christmas. And I found that that was something I really wanted to bring forth, was for how people can integrate into a culture without losing their identity. And that again became one of the motivations to have Invincible, where people...
So your life was like mirroring, teaching you what you needed to offer to other women.
Yeah, and when I look back in retrospective, that's how exactly it built up. I mean, landing into a position where you were robbed is not very exciting at the time that happens, but when you look back in your life, it's just how you gear up to something you would have, you would plan for in the future. And I really feel that today women are actually embarking on such wonderful careers. There's never been a better time to be a woman. And I think it's very exciting that how this age is empowering women, and we want to be the premier portal where women can find trusted and relevant content.
So let me ask you, I think you may have just answered it, but what is special about Invincible as a website? There are other websites about women, but there's something special about this. So tell us, what distinguishes it?
Very wonderful question, and something that I really like to talk about. And one thing that is exciting about Invincible is women are no more about beauty. They are no more about just losing weight or about what calorie count is in their different products. We're talking about women who are ambitious, who have hopes, who have dreams, who want to reach their maximum potential. We talk about various things today. We talk about, oh, how do I get to negotiate my salary? What are the ways I can actually create a network of people who can help me rise in a corporation? How may I start a new company? And those are the issues that Invincible addresses. And plus the other ones. There is always that aspect that you want to be looking good and feeling confident about yourself when you present yourself to these opportunities.
Okay. You brought along, there's a question I wanted to ask you first. I wanted to ask you about the challenges women meet that are, is it international women, multicultural? What is the terminology? Women from different countries.
Let me say it
I'll keep asking until I get the question.
My vision is that today we are actually one world. The minute we use the word multicultural, we actually add a layer of complication. I think probably a decade ago you could have asked this question, we lived in a multicultural world, but today we are talking about ex-Genners. They go to school and they have friends who are different and who are from diverse cultures. They grew up with Chinese people, with Asian people, with American people. So they ask you the question, so what about multicultural? Why are you creating that issue? It's not about that. It's actually integrating it and making it one. And that's what the vision is. It's about women who live in a multicultural world.
Okay, so what are the main challenges? We only have a moment for this because I want to get onto the graphic, but what are the main challenges they face?
The main challenges that anybody who would face in that environment would be, one is that they have no relationship other than from where they came from. So building relationships is a challenge. Then being visible. For some cultures, it is difficult for women to express themselves. They were not probably trained to be comfortable about talking about their ambitions. So